So I want to take a minute and just describe a little bit of my style when I come out to do this and maybe why it's so effective. So the first thing is when it comes to my style, I think the best way to understand my style is that I'm a mirror to whatever the group is like on that particular night. And you never really know until you're there in the moment. So let's say that your group consists of a lot of talkers and drinkers, right? And not maybe a ton of dancers. If they're all partying, say at like a 5 or a 6, I'm gonna party at just a little bit harder than what the average person is doing. And in that way, I'm leading the group, but I'm not uncalibrated. And so the big thing with me is how do you calibrate to whatever the audience needs at that point, but you're not overbearing. When I watch a lot of films or videos back from other DJs, it seems like they oftentimes come in at 9s and 10s when the group is at a 2 or a 3 or a 5 or a 6, right? So there's a difference, and because of that difference, it kind of makes people go, ooh, you know, and it causes the focus to go there. Instead of partying with the group and then saying, okay, here's where we're gonna go, right? And being excited about where you're gonna go. And if you lead that way, it feels very calibrated. So I guess the big thing that I've learned over the years is not to be crazy when the rest of the group is being tame or tame when the rest of the group is being crazy, but rather mirror what they're doing and then be one little step above. And that way you're always kind of leading the group where you want them to go. With that being said, the other big thing to my style is doing things one-on-one at the beginning of the night, and then at the end of the night when you've won a lot of rapport with individual guest A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right down the line, right? You've picked up 50 of the big guests that have big personalities and identified something about them. Then when you turn around and you start to ask for their participation, because you have a couple of allies or friends in the room, it's very easy to get those people back involved. So what people usually remember about the show is they usually remember the end of the night, the Battle of the Sexes game, or everyone dancing in a big group at the end and everyone being involved. Well, how is that done? That's done by one-on-one coming up and saying, hey, you know, I like your style, or those are cool earrings, or wow, I used to have a pair of shoes like that and that was always my favorite. So those individual things that are small wins add up to the group giving me the trust that I need to be able to wrap up the end of the night and have it be this really cool mountaintop experience.